At the time this happened, the network went completely down, and I was expecting a lot of new customers' orders that afternoon, and I was in a bit of a panic trying to get waiting for the network to come back on my phone so I could access my orders, so I could ring the customers up basically to put the orders in. And I stopped at a service station and I rang up the customer services at Vodafone to ask them how long the network was going to be off for because of this problem I had. And they explained to me that the whole of South Wales area was down at the time. It had been off for a few hours, and I told them the problem that I had, and they said it's not a problem, and explained to me that I could access my voicemail from any other phone, from a landline, from a mobile, and so forth. And it was new to me at the time, and I asked them how I would do it, and they described, they explained to me that I'd have to ring my own mobile phone number up, and when it went into the voicemail, it said this is the Vodafone recall service for whatever number you were ringing. After you'd hear that message and it said please leave a number after the tone, after you'd hear the tone, you press number 9. This is what the customer service lady was telling me at the Vodafone customer services. And she then said you'd have to enter your security number. And I didn't realise what she meant by that was, and I thought that was the security number for when I switched my phone on. At the time it was new to me. And she said, no, obviously you don't know what it is, so yours is still at default, which was 3333. And I had that moment where I thought to myself, well, this is insecure straight away, because I then said to the lady at the customer services, well, if that's the case, I could ring anybody else's phone up using the same method and access their voicemail. They said, yes, you can, but you're not supposed to. And that was that call, and I sorted out my orders and got them through to the company and went on my business.
I see. You then tell us that you later tried to attempt to get Vodafone to change their system and to improve security. Were you successful in that endeavour?
Not at all. I made many attempts at ringing the Vodafone headquarters, which was in Newbury at the time, trying to get them to listen. They weren't taking any notice of me. And they kept saying to me, it's not a problem, we can't see why there's going to be a problem, you know, why are you making so much of a fuss? And I kept being fobbed off all the time, and it wasn't the sort of service I was expecting from them. But then again, who am I to tell a large company to change their system?
And so you tell us that you then decided to contact the press. And first of all, you contacted a reporter called Una Blackman, who was at that time working for the Daily Mirror.
I did.
And that she decided to look into it.
She did.
And when you spoke to her on another occasion, she said that she'd tried it on a few numbers that she had.
She did.
And that she had some of her colleagues ringing up publicly profiled people in and around London.
All of her colleagues in the newsroom was what I was told.
Now, did you understand that they were ringing up these publicly profiled people to tell them that their voicemail was insecure?
Yes.
And were you given to understand that there was going to be a story published?
Yes, most definitely.
But in fact, as we now know, the Daily Mirror decided not to publish the story, and you were told by Ms. Blackman that she wasn't interested in it any longer. Is that right?
That's correct.
Did she explain to you why it was that they weren't going to publish the story?
No.
And you explain in your statement that Ms. Blackman threatened you with court action if you told anyone.
She did.
Told anyone what?
Told anyone that I'd explained or showed them a tool on how to intercept voicemail, because I then thought to myself that perhaps I shouldn't have told Una Blackman at the Daily Mirror. So I then accused Una Blackman over the phone of possibly keeping the information to themselves for that purpose.